All right, guys, all morning long, we've been hanging out with a legendary photographer and looking back at their amazing career. But we're not done yet.
We are not. Let's go back to Cody, who we imagine now knows how to capture the perfect photo. Cody, good morning.
We talked about fires. We talked about your work shooting NFL football games. Now I want to talk about your new stuff, because that was your bread and butter. This is what you did.
Yeah, that is actually my career, was photojournalism.
First picture I want to talk about is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, it's a lovely picture. It shows the emotion I was feeling and he was feeling at the time. Yeah, in '71 there was a lot of anti-war operation going on. And he had just lost his license and he was going to get it back again for boxing. He meant a lot to me because we were approximately the same age. And my dad loved boxing, and my dad was a boxer when he was young. And I just admired him as a boxer. It was unbelievable. And then when we went into the ready room, he was just a kid from Louisville, the same age I was, and it was a wonderful, emotional thing. Yeah. I have one little story about him that's kind of interesting. So he was in a receiving line with the owner of the SOS, Sportsmen's of Stanislaus Club, and he was meeting all these people, and so Julio Gallo of E&J comes up, and he wants to start up a conversation, Julio does, and so he said something like, could you explain the Muslim religion to me? And of course I could see eyeballs going sideways with poor Ali, and he had such a quick comeback. He says, don't my people drink a lot of your product or wine or whatever, you know, and it's, you know, went on to the next person.
On to the next person. Okay, we have to skip ahead. Okay. We're going to talk about Bobby Kennedy, because that was the one photo that you still are mad about. He was with some kids in the Delta, and you never got to take the picture.
Well, I was unhappy with the editor, because the editor, the Valley editor, didn't think that, because they knew about this photo op, as it were, where he was going to be with these kids on the Delta, and it was a meeting about poverty, and then there were kids that were in apparently poverty at the Delta. And so when I show up at the actual meeting, the Senate meeting, the photographers that were there, they're going, hey, you should have got the picture when he was down at the thing with the kids, and you know, one-upping me some big time.
It still bothers you, doesn't it? It still bothers you a little bit.
I'm a pretty good one-upper.
You got some good pictures of Bobby, though. Finally, this picture of Ansel Mountain.
Mount Ansel Adams.
Mount Ansel Adams. You actually went with his family, right?
Yes, in this particular picture was when they placed Ansel's ashes on the mountain, and I call that picture Mosquito Junction, because we were there in one part of July when the mosquitoes were going woo, 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 woo. But that's another story. But basically, I've been following Ansel Adams since he. The ghost of Ansel Adams, since he died, because an editor had called me up and says, do you have a picture of Mount Ansel Adams? And I go, huh? Because I didn't know they had named it. And so I ended up taking a group of my friends, and we all backpacked up over 22 miles over two 9,000-foot ridges to the Lyell Fork of the Merced River, where this is taken, and took pictures of Mount Ansel Adams.
It's a beautiful picture. Thank you so much for sharing these stories with me, brother. Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. All right, like, he really makes me want to go on a retreat.
I know.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, guys, a family of otters are caught enjoying